unlock the 6th builder in just 100 days when you are strictly free to play. For the next 3 months, that will be my task. Let's first build the boat. I then had to complete the in-game builder base tutorial before I could start on this journey. We're in luck, Sheaf. We can fix up those old buildings for shelter. Upgrading to Builder Hall 2 already. Let's go. We're flying. Or sailing, I guess. And I didn't anticipate how difficult this would get, especially in the first couple of weeks. I'm a master builder. Want to see my favorite building? It gives troops special abilities. Oh, so we actually have to upgrade the barbarian as part of the tutorial. Being strictly free to play, I am not spending that gem. I will wait out the 30 seconds, thank you. Come on. Okay, now we only have to build the new buildings to upgrade the Builder Hall. I am not going to be leveling them up at this point because essentially all we need to do is keep the builder working and make sure we can upgrade the Builder Hall. Do we actually have enough storage capacity? We do. So we need to get some loot. First attack. I will keep track of every single attack I do throughout the 100 days so you can see not just the time commitment required, but the amount of work to get the 6th builder as well. Because I do need to complete all 4 tasks in order to unlock Otto. Or I guess now it's Bob. It used to be Otto for those of you that have played the game for a long time. And I have to get to Builder Hall 9 before I can even unlock those tasks. Let me mark down 1 attack. Okay, 7,500 gold, and the elixir gets dumped into the elixir cart. So let's go ahead and just collect that. Okay, can we get... Yes, Archer Tower. It's 5 minutes. That's great. It means we're not wasting builder time, and essentially I can top up my storages within those 5 minutes. Exact same base layout. Second attack of the video. Oh, the star bonus! 15,000 gold and elixir. That's right. The star bonus is basically what gives you the biggest progress in loot each day. And we can actually complete it a second time since we've literally just started the builder base. 2 barbarians to the cannon, 1 to the archer tower to snipe that off whilst the barbarians at the bottom are tanking. Come on. We get the archer tower. Come on, little barbarian, get that cannon. No, you've got to be joking me. Oh, I didn't even see the double cannon at the back. We still got some loot. Okay, so if I don't think I'm going to 3-star this, should we just rush to the Builder Hall in order to try and at least get a star? I guess that's the thing we should do. Because you don't gain loot by farming storages or collectors as you do in the home village. It's all based on the amount of stars you gain in the attack. So that should actually result in a little bit better loot than last time. Let's get out of there, though, because I do need to keep track of the Archer Tower. It's going to be finished soon, and I guess we can just place any of the new buildings. Army Camp is probably the best, though, to give me more barbarians. I want to make sure that as soon as my singular master builder has finished upgrading this, I can get him to work straight away on the next one. So let's select the army camp. As soon as he's finished, right next to you. You're going to be busy for the next 100 days. The next couple of attacks proved to be very difficult since my barbarians were under-leveled. Oh my goodness. Nevertheless, I had to keep holding on because there's a very specific reason for this, but I am not going to upgrade my Star Lab and therefore increase the level of my barbarian for around about a week. But I guess you'll see that once we get there. Just spam them on the Builder Hall. I don't think it's worth trying to take out the defenses. Then let's get out of there, and we did get our first achievement after just 9 attacks. Now, I don't plan to use any of these gems, but if we're getting close to the 100 days, I will only be allowed to use any that I get for free in this video. So since I already have 1,000, it would be any I get after that. What on earth is this? A Builder Hall 10? Are you joking me? Now, actually, could we, like, 2-star this? Unless he has Tesla around the Builder Hall, we'd essentially snipe that off. Are we going to time fail? We're 30 seconds in, and my barbarians haven't taken out a single building. Fortunately, we should get the Builder Hall down, but it does not look like we will get the 2-star. 4,500 gold, though. That's awesome. We need to make sure, yeah, we do not let the elixir cart fill all of the way up. Oh, and that was perfect exiting the attack because we have 3 seconds. Master Builder, I am sorry, you almost had a rest. I am going to be on my game for the next 3 months. That is all of the star bonus I can get today, and it fills my storages. Then, once I have built the walls, we can go up to Builder Hall 3. Yes! Oh my gosh, we unlock all of this new stuff. It is going to be a 1-hour upgrade, so let's begin that. So right now, all I can do is top up my storages and have a plan for when we get to Builder Hall 3, because I am rushing to Builder Hall 6, as we'll be able to double our progress once we get there. Oh, look at that. We have a minute. Builder Hall Level 3. We need 200,000 gold to get to Builder Hall 4. So what that means is we are going to have to build the storages first. After just 4 attacks, my gold storage was full, so then I waited to build the elixir storage. However, I then had to upgrade these to have enough capacity to upgrade the Builder Hall yet again. This was perfect though, because it meant I could do more farming attacks in one sitting and wait for my single builder to be finished. Set an alarm for 25 minutes. Final storage is just about to be upgraded. I have done 69 attacks so far, but as soon as this is upgraded, we will place all of the traps. Can I actually place them? Oh, I can, without a builder. So let's not do that. I think the walls, actually, we do need a builder for. So let's quickly drag those out. Then I'm going to prioritize the army camp. Essentially, I need to place all of the new buildings before I can upgrade the builder hall. I would recommend the army camp first, but I'm going to have nigh on 3 hours for the rest of these buildings to be built. Let's get these traps down real quick. And that will take me to 11 p.m. since I started this account at 12:15. However, that builder hall upgrade is an entire day. So I will see you tomorrow evening. Day number 2. This morning, I filled my gold and elixir storages, and I have now completed 175 attacks. I then decided to completely remove all of the obstacles around my base so that we could make a more effective layout. It's also quite nice that I can fill the elixir cart and leave that as a bit of a safety net for the elixir. And I also did these attacks before the star bonus was introduced, so that I still have that. The builder hall is just about to get to level 4, and I have a plan for exactly what I'm going to do. Builder Hall level 4. I'm actually going to place this 5-minute archer tower just whilst I am placing the traps and rearranging the base, and then I'll explain my plan. Might actually be better to just copy a base link from my best builder bases video. There we go. Oh, we actually have 2 layouts now as well. Beautiful. Well, that certainly doesn't help, but can I just move the entire base? Beautiful. Clearly the gaps are for when I build the new defenses, but I'm not going to do these yet. Higher on the priority list would be the army camp. However, in order to place the army camp, I have to upgrade the storages 1 more level. That is also required to increase my maxed capacity so that I can get my builder hall to level 5. However, for the best efficiency, we need to do something before any of that. Once my builder is free. Now that there's less than 10 seconds, I'll head across here. It is the clock tower, because once we repair this building, it takes 2 hours, but then we save 2 hours and 14 minutes off an upgrade. So it instantly pays itself back on the next upgrade, which will be the elixir storage, so that I can then go ahead and place the army camp, which will increase my attack. Let's dive into a couple of attacks. I am not going to upgrade the clock tower past level 1 at this stage, because in order to make the time... Okay, I thought we were going to take that crusher down before it took out all of my barbarians. But as I spam these barbarians in, as I was saying, the clock tower, as you upgrade it to level 2, the next increment, you have to use the clock tower 10 times before it pays back the time you lost to actually upgrade it. And since you can only use it once per day, within 10 days, I'm hoping we're at Builder Hall 6. Let's see. Day number 3. After upgrading the storages that I needed to over the last day, building the army camp, guard post troops, and the air bombs, we're now ready to upgrade to Builder Hall 5. This will give us the multi-mortar, which is needed for the 6th builder, and the battle machine, which is the key thing we're going to have to focus on. So let's begin that upgrade, and being 2 days, yes, we have some clock tower boosts, but it will nicely tide me over the weekend to Sunday evening. On day 5, after the builder hall finished, my main priority was to upgrade it again. So I placed the new buildings, the double cannon and the firecrackers were only 10 and 15 minutes respectively. So during this time, I made sure to do my raid weekend attacks. This meant that I could use raid medals to exchange for clock tower potions. And then there was just the multi-mortar to build, which would take me nicely into day number 6. It is 6:50 a.m. It's a good job the kids are up early, but it's time to go to Builder Hall 6. This is what we were rushing towards, but now that we've got the builder working, I'm just going to see you in a couple of hours. Whilst the pressure is now off a little bit, I have more than 2 days to fill up my gold storage here in the builder base and just make sure I continue to boost my clock tower whenever it is ready. But what that means is over in the home village, I can actually go ahead and complete the treasure hunt event. Home village is probably your priority. You often do get rewards that will help your progress in the builder base as well. Obviously for me, it just means I need to get all of these chests. It would be nice to get something to help us get the 6th builder. Oh, we upgrade to a rare. Power potion, not needed. Ah, no. Even though all of these items are for the home village, though, we can make some progress towards the 6th builder. I'll show you once we're done. Over halfway through, still nothing for the builder base. A clock tower potion! Finally! Do you know what's funny, actually? All of the resources I've gained have been for the home village, where I don't actually need them for this video. Builder star jar, okay. I'll take that. Just helps mean I don't have to commit as much time to the attacks, but I'll save that until we can push up the leagues a little bit and we can make better use of it. Builder elixir! Oh my goodness! The elixir's full! Oh, wait a second though. It overflowed our storage because it can exceed the limit once. Now that we're actually getting to Builder Hall 6, which was the biggest priority, that's not going to save us that much time. But had that have been Builder Gold, I wouldn't actually have had to upgrade my gold storage when I did. All 20 chests collected. I can actually sell a couple of these magic items as well to give us some more gems. Power potion doesn't help your progress, and if you can get the 6th builder quicker, then that does help your progress. So I will sell those because I do want to assure this video gives you an accurate representation as to how long it will take you to get Bob completely free to play and how much time you'd have to commit to the builder base. But I guess with that, I will see you in a couple of days. Day number 8. It is 9:30 in the evening, so I have a plan to get to Builder Hall 6 right now. I recommended in the raid medal shop that you get the clock tower potions each week. I will get 2 of those. There will be 1 left over because there's a storage limit of 5, but I'm actually going to use 1 now because the builder hall has 3 hours left. This actually means I get to the 2nd builder faster. Whilst this is day number 8, I didn't repair the boat until after midday on day 1, so it's actually only been 7 days and 10 hours since then to get to Builder Hall 6 and unlock the 2nd builder. Also, for everyone wondering, I took quite a knee to the face at Judo on Monday night, so you can drop a healing spell on me if you wish. Here we go. Builder Hall 6, and keep an eye on the builder. We have 1 available, and there, 2nd builder. You should probably know about this. I got a bit carried away swinging my hammer, so we have unlocked the 2nd stage, and because of that, we have the auto outpost, and this is why you get the 2nd builder. That is why it is so important when you start out trying to get the 6th builder for the home village that you get to Builder Hall 6 literally as fast as possible, because now the progress doubles. I thought it might be tricky to attack others who have 2 stages. Not saying you're bad at attacking or anything. Have you seen my builder base attacks? However, now what we can do, I'm not going to worry about setting up a base or anything just yet. I'm also not going to worry about placing these new buildings, because essentially I want to make sure that I keep those 2 builders working overnight. And the way that I'm going to do that, even though it would be great to upgrade the barracks and the clock tower, I'll get to those tomorrow. I'm going to upgrade the gold storage, which is a 12-hour upgrade. And since we got the builder elixir out of the chests, which allowed my storages to overflow, we have more than enough here collected from the elixir cart, and I can repair the battle machine, which is also a 12-hour upgrade. That takes me nicely overnight, where I can pick up again tomorrow. Day number 9. This morning, I placed the walls, built the new Tesla and Crusher to make sure that my defense was stronger, whilst keeping the second builder constantly working on the clock tower. This is because whilst I said I am not going to upgrade the clock tower past level 1 at this stage, that was up until Builder Hall 6 to get the second builder quickest. It is now the main priority, but only to level 6, and you'll see why when we get there. Now, I did have like an hour before I could record, so I quickly upgraded a gold storage. I'm going to show you the priority that I would do upgrades, but essentially, as long as I keep the 2 builders working non-stop, and I don't upgrade something that I don't need, then I could upgrade whatever I wanted in whatever order, but clearly I'm going to show you the recommendations of what to upgrade first to get to the 6th builder. So that said, I am going to focus on the barracks so that we can get up to the baby dragon. At the same time, the other building I will be upgrading is the Star Laboratory, because I need that to level 4 before I can start researching the baby dragon, because in order to unlock the 6th builder, you do have to have one of your troops at maximum level. Since the baby dragon is a fantastic spam troop and you can use just baby dragons, that is my recommendation. Once that's finished, I will upgrade the Star Laboratory, and essentially I'm just going to rotate through them. That said, I have been constantly trying to top up my storages whenever I can. Since I didn't decide to upgrade the Star Laboratory, then I still only have the level 2 barbarians, which I've been spamming in, and I look forward to unlocking the baby dragon later today, let me tell you. Always nice to get the star bonus, and I also have not even checked the silver side of the gold pass, because whilst I'm not spending any money in this video, this is completely free to play, you clearly want to complete this side of things to help your progress, and you would be doing this for the home village anyway. However, there are some builder base items here, such as a clock tower potion. I do have over a week in order to claim that. A builder star jar, I guess I could get now, even though I'm not going to use it yet. However, more importantly, at the end of the track is the Book of Heroes, and I will be using that on the battle machine. Maybe had I have started earlier on in the month, we could have got slightly better value than that. But hey, whilst we're at it, let's remove all of these obstacles so I can copy a new base link. Perfect. And we also have a minute and a half before this completes, so I should actually have time to get a base real quick. The whole 6. There we go. We can set it as the active layout as well. Still got 15 seconds to spare. We're good. I am going to rotate back to the barracks though, so that we can get to the baby dragon. And I guess since elixir is so easy to get, I might as well upgrade the barbarians now, but I'm not going to go too crazy there. I want to make sure that as soon as I unlock the baby dragon and we get the Star Lab to the level required, that we can start researching that. Day 13. It is Monday morning, 9 a.m., and we are just about ready to upgrade to Builder Hall 7. Well, I say that. There's 2 builders in the builder base. I have 1 more building left to upgrade right after the Star Lab finishes. Let's first take a look in the silver track, because we have got to the end. There is basically 4 days left, but I don't want to use this Book of Heroes yet. Yeah, everything else we'll basically sell for all gems, apart from the clock tower potion. But I have the 4 days in order to use at least one of those. And now that my clock tower is at the highest point I'm going to take it for the video, I can then focus the builder in on the battle machine. Because should I upgrade the clock tower further, the time it would save me wouldn't add up to the time I spent upgrading it over the 100 days. So once I place the healing hut, that is the final building that I need to build in order to upgrade to the next builder hall. And there is no penalty for rushing within the builder base. When it comes to attacking, you are purely matched with somebody within your trophy range. It doesn't matter, as you already seen earlier on in the video, whether you have like level 2 barbarians and they are a builder hall 10, you can still match. So you might as well just upgrade and make your offensive army as strong as possible. As part of that, I did mention that I was focusing on the battle machine a little bit. I am going to continue doing that so that once these other 2 buildings have finished, army camp is obviously huge in terms of improving your offense, as is the healing hut. Essentially, anytime I come across bases moving to the 2nd stage, my troops will be healed. But then after that, I will be essentially focusing on the battle machine and the builder hall. That also allows me to rotate gold and elixir, just to make sure that I'm more efficient with my time and farming. Day 14. I wanted to jump on very briefly because I have a little bit of a plan towards the end of the season here. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop the clock tower potions. I have 5 of them. These will boost the clock tower for 30 minutes, and I'm just going to use all of them because I am going to be keeping a close eye on the account for the rest of today. That will essentially shave just over 1 day of upgrades. I will go into the gold pass and collect the other clock tower potion whilst I can. And I believe we have a couple of days. Oh, the trader actually reset this morning, so I can go ahead and get these 3 clock tower potions. Actually, that's right. I'm not claiming the Clan Games gifts yet, because the whole idea is that the Book of Heroes, I have to use the one from the gold pass first before I can claim this. But obviously, I'm going to wait the nigh on 6 days so I can get the battle machine upgraded and get the best value out of that. Whilst I do have a couple of moments to spare, I'm going to get some free rewards by logging onto the Supercell store real quick. If you go into your Supercell ID in Clash of Clans, you can activate your rewards card, essentially just connect your account to this, and then from there I can click the top of the screen, go to the Supercell store, and within the Clash of Clans store there are free rewards right now because there is a community challenge going on, and we can also get some store points for free. This is fantastic because it moves me down the track, which usually you only progress down this, other than the first 2 rewards, by actually making purchases. Obviously, the Supercell store is another area you can make your purchases for the same price, but you do get those extra rewards from purchasing over here. I did just want to make sure that we are claiming any of those free rewards though, which I could sell in order to get more gems, because since the start of this video, we've gained 348 gems. Do I actually have any in the profile? Yes, we do. Make that over 500 gems. Oh, the builder is also free now. So what I'm actually going to do is use some of the gold on walls, because whilst my plan was to actually just leave them level 1, since you don't need to upgrade them, I'm essentially going to be spending only elixir for the next couple of upgrades, meaning I wouldn't gain any gold as I'm farming, so it would go to waste. Oh my gosh, those ones to level 4 cost a lot more. So I'm actually going to upgrade the Star Laboratory. Now, what that means is I can then upgrade the Baby Dragon again once this upgrade has finished in, well, it will be 1 day's time because of the Clock Tower potion, and then I can show you at the end of the season my trick for once we get to Builder Hall 7. A couple of hours later, I am going to use 1 more Clock Tower potion because we've shaved a bunch of time off those upgrades. Oh, okay. Clock Tower potion ran out. Let's use another one. Well, it doesn't really matter that I used another Clock Tower potion because the plan was to do that anyway, because now that this army camp is finished, I can go ahead and start the upgrade to Builder Hall 7. However, from this point, in 4 days' time, should I have not had the boost, it's just before 4 p.m. right now, and factoring in 4 days worth of the regular clock tower boost, that would shave about 12 hours off, meaning it would finish in the middle of the night. And right now, I am essentially using my clock tower boosts in order to make sure that my builders do not finish in the middle of the night. That means I get to record hitting Builder Hall 7 for you in just 3 days' time, and that's when the season will have finished. So I've got to increase that number of attacks a little bit more before then. Day 17. It is the 1st of August, so the season has reset. This is where I'm going to show you my little trick, because the season bank will overstack your loot. So with 2 million builder gold and 2 million builder elixir, you can see that I now have my storages overstacked, nearly twice the amount. And we have just short of 14 hours left on the Builder Hall upgrade. So I am going to go ahead and use 2 of my Clock Tower potions. With the Builder Hall now upgraded, I can go ahead and build the army camp. This will improve my offensive capabilities, but typically you need to upgrade your elixir storage before you can build this at Builder Hall 7. However, that is a little trick you can use by overstacking your loot with the season bank in order to get 1 or 2 upgrades, which might end up being the difference maker in you getting the 6th builder earlier or not. In my case, I just thought it was pretty cool to show you that. I will still have to upgrade those storages since we're only Builder Hall 7 and we need to get to Builder Hall 9 in order to complete all of the tasks. After collecting the elixir from the elixir cart though, my aim is to now upgrade the baby dragon, just try and get that upgraded as much as possible. So I will have to do a couple of attacks here, and I probably should have put some gold into the walls. I've just been dumping that into walls whenever I'm going to be farming. I guess I can maybe quickly do that after the battle machine is finished, because I will be upgrading the battle machine again straight away after this. From this point on, I need to constantly upgrade the battle machine, and when I get it, the battle copter, because I need both of those to be a combination of level 45, is it? Yeah, so I need 23 and 22 of the different levels. So literally just have one builder focused on the heroes, and I'm also trying to utilize the book here as well. But that does mean we should be able to get the battle machine to the point of requiring 2 days, so that's at least a little bit better value. And I have something to show you once we get the battle copter, which will mean you always get the best value. 300,000 elixir left to get, and then once I have that, I will just place all of the other buildings down, continue upgrading the battle machine, and see you guys in a couple of days. Day 19. I still have my Book of Heroes we got out of the season challenges earlier, so we will use that in order to claim the one out of the clan games. This means the battle machine will be upgraded to level 8, and at least we got to the point of a 2-day upgrade before I had to use this. For the clan games, obviously I will get the clock tower potion. Then the rewards, you would want to get whatever is best for the home village, so the shovel of obstacles, 40 gems. Clearly then the builder potion. The research potion is what I would recommend after this. I have the capacity, so I will just opt for the wall rings. And then in the final tier, firstly, I want to assure that I get my Book of Heroes. Once I've collected those, then I can get my bonus item, in which, rather than the Rune of Elixir, I'll opt for the 100 gems. Way better for this free-to-play episode. Day 23. We are into the 4th week of this 100-day challenge, and we are exactly where I'd expect to be at this point, to be honest. The battle machine has non-stop been upgrading. He is on the way to level 11. We're just about to finish this gold storage upgrade. I do actually have to upgrade some of the other gold storages as well before we get enough to actually be able to upgrade to Builder Hall 8. What I am going to do though, once this builder is free in 10 seconds time, I'm going to build the giant cannon, which is the final defense for this builder hall. Actually, what I'm going to do is get rid of these obstacles real quick. Oh, what am I thinking? I'm defaulting back to the old ways. They don't require a builder anymore. There we go. Giant cannon is started. Now I can actually get rid of these obstacles. Beautiful. What I am going to do is head over to the Supercell store. There is the community event going on right now, and everything was completed. So you always want to make sure you are actually claiming whatever you can. They always have events going on like this, so it's just making sure to be as active as possible. I'd recommend the research potion, not going to help us here. I mean, when it comes to equipment, not going to help in the builder base, but Frozen Arrow would be the best opportunity for me. But there is a Book of Heroes here. And the great thing about the Supercell store, whether you just collect the freebies here or whether you make purchases, they will overstack. So as we claim those, they will be waiting for me in-game. And as a reminder, if you are making purchases, even though I'm not in this video, it's a free-to-play episode, hence why they're offering me the Gold Pass at 50% discount. But you can use a creator's code over here to support our channels before purchase. My code is Judo, and it really helps me to make the best videos possible for you, so it's always much appreciated. Back to the game, though, we should see those items delivered. There we go. And yeah, that will indeed exceed the limit. So we have 2 Book of Heroes. I've claimed 882 gems thus far, just since starting the video. I could have certainly done more than that by selling other magic items. There was a couple of free points in the Supercell store I didn't end up collecting. But if we can get to the 6th builder in 100 days without using any gems, then that is obviously the target. Day 27. Over 2 2,000 attacks completed, and we are just about ready to upgrade the Builder Hall yet again. Oh my gosh, we are doing so good right now. The battle machine is on level 11, but once we get to Builder Hall 8, which is a 5-day upgrade, then we will be able to utilize magic items a lot better. Over in the home village, obviously, you'd be doing that as well. This village was part of my 100 days free-to-play episode. I had people commenting why I hadn't built the boat at the time. I wanted to do it in this video. However, as you know, I have been purchasing the clock tower potions every week from the raid medal shop that will rotate in 20 hours. We also have the Splash Bash medal event. Obviously, I'm not purchasing the event pass, but I will get the heroic torch just because I always recommend you get the piece of epic equipment. So with the bonus track, I still have 520 medals to collect. Even this alone, aside from stuff we're getting in future events, would be enough for the heroic torch and the clock tower potion as well. So we're going to get the torch and then we'll come back to the clock tower potions because I'm not going to use them right now. I'm actually going to save them since this upgrade, if I start it today, would finish on Saturday during the day. However, I will have the clock tower that is being boosted every 22 hours, or essentially I just tend to boost it every day for convenience, but that will shave off a chunk of time, and with 1 or 2 potions, we can easily get this upgrade to finish on Friday so that I can record that before the weekend. Whilst we're waiting of that 1 minute to finish off on the builder, just keeping you updated in the lab, we've got the baby dragon as high as I can get it at the moment, but it's really the 2 heroes that become the bottleneck, and you have to be upgrading those. However, for the attack, alongside the baby dragon, the cannon carts are really good, but we get them at Builder Hall 8. I'll be sure to show you that strategy, but alongside those, the barbarians and archers are really good to support, so that's why I've just been upgrading those with spare elixir and spare time. So here we go. Whilst there are other buildings I could upgrade at Builder Hall 7, and those are ones I will actually need to do for the 6th builder, not like random ones that I don't need to do. It is a good point to go to Builder Hall 8. It works nicely with my schedule, which is something you always have to try and do, but it also means our attacking capabilities will be stronger, so I can farm the loot easier. You might have noticed that from the start of the video, the amount of attacks is slowing down that I need to do. That's because I'm higher in the leagues. I can be more effective. Either way, I will get back to filling my storages and be ready to see you once we get to Builder Hall 8. Day 36. We hit Builder Hall 8. Back on day 31, I had taken a city break with the little ones here in the UK, so I just screen recorded when we got there, placed the battle copter mainly, so our 2nd hero, and I've since built all of the new buildings and have upgraded the storages. Today, though, I am going to use some of my Book of Heroes. I have 2 of them, and I have a plan on perhaps using both of them. Maybe. When we get to Builder Hall 9 and unlock the Auto Hut, one of the tasks is to get a combined level of heroes to 45, so the battle machine and the battle copter. The battle machine I've been constantly working on. Going up to level 16 would only be 4 days. At some of the higher levels, it goes up to 5 days. However, the battle copter, when you unlock it, it's level 15, and immediately it takes 5 days to upgrade. So we're going to go with that and use the Book of Heroes. Before I start another upgrade, though, I only have 300,000 elixir. I'm actually going to go across to the home village, and firstly, we will unlock the chests in case we get some builder loot there. This is just my recording clan where I farm a bunch of my accounts, and I did a little bit grinding to make sure that I got all of the rewards in this clan as well. So let's go ahead and claim them. Again, to keep this video realistic, any items that I get which are for the home village, I would naturally just use. I won't be like selling them for gems, even though you could if you technically wanted to speed up your builder base progress faster to get the 6th builder. The medals that we claim here, I will be using in a moment. I'll be explaining why, but let's get all of the chests because my thought was maybe we'll get some builder base loot. No comment. After some lackluster chests, though, shiny ore, I will take that over clan house roof. Let's go. Another epic. Wow. Okay, so no builder base loot. Let's get my scenery before we forget. What I am going to do is head over here. I do need to make sure in the next 10 days I get all of the clock tower potions here. I actually need to make sure we get the raid medal ones first since they reset earlier. However, I am also going to get the builder elixir with raid medals since I have more than enough. And within the silver side of the track, I was hoping to use this Book of Heroes today, but essentially, as long as I use the one I already have within the next 11 days, I'm not missing out. I can go and get the 1 million builder elixir. And what that means is, whilst I would be just short on the battle copter upgrade, I will get that afterwards because I want to keep upgrading the Star Lab. In here, I have the baby dragon as far as it can go. This is the troop I will get to the max level, which is required for the 6th builder task. But I've also been upgrading the barbarian and archer just so I don't waste research time. However, those are pretty much at the top level as well. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Star Lab. I haven't also been using the clock tower potions. My free boost is ready, but I was intending on using the clock tower potions to reset any upgrades that were going to finish in the middle of the night to the daytime. But since I only have 2 builders and all of the upgrades have been kind of a multitude of days, that hasn't happened. So I'll use a bunch of clock tower potions in order to make sure that we can kind of shave off an entire day and we're not wasting the other clock tower potions either. The storage will be next to finish. In this time, I can farm the elixir back up. Should I not have enough to start another upgrade, I could also go to like the multi-mortar. I haven't been upgrading the defenses. There are 3 that I will need to, but I've kind of been waiting until I get to Builder Hall 9. To be honest, I know I said I was going to periodically dump gold into walls so that we weren't wasting it, but I have just been forgetting. And the walls really don't matter anyway. Let's start doing this farming though. We can actually swap to the battlecopter. We have both of them available. So we could use the battlecopter at the top. That will get really good value. It's not going to be in range of any defenses. Take the guard post troops down. Once we get the cannon carts, it'll be way easier to set up the baby dragons as well, just by sniping off buildings. Honestly, it doesn't matter as long as we use the battlecopter ability on the auto hut. Let's use it now. Goodbye. All right, I'll keep going and I will see you, I don't know, in a couple of days, probably when we're ready to go to Builder Hall 9. Day 41. Since last week, I have been focusing on the battle machine. He is now going up to level 17, meaning there is just 6 more levels to go, since we will get the battle machine to level 23 and the battle copter to level 22, giving us the combined level of 45. That is the most efficient way to do it. The Star Lab has also been upgraded, and the baby dragon is going up to level 13, meaning there is just 5 more levels on the baby dragon. Let's quickly upgrade the battle copter though. Use a Book of Heroes. 5 days gives you the best value for that in the builder base. Since I have dumped all of my elixir into that upgrade, I am going to focus on the gold-based upgrades, but here in the Splash Bash medal event, I do need to assure that I get all of the clock tower potions. I have 6 of those, so let's claim 5, and I can begin the upgrade to Builder Hall 9. Builder Hall 9 is where we unlock the Bob Control Hut. So let's begin the upgrade, and I will also go ahead and use 1 or 2 of the clock tower potions. I'm not going to use all of them because I do want to see where we sync the time up here, but at least with having to shave a number of days off, then I know multiple clock tower potions will be needed. Before I forget, I am going to go back across and claim the final one out of the Splash Bash medal event. There we go. With the season ending in 6 days, I can actually go ahead and claim my Book of Heroes from that, so I'll be able to use it at my convenience for the battlecopter again. I think that's all of the builder base rewards so far. There is gold there, but I'm not going to claim that since I can't use it. Might be able to use it towards the end of the season to a little bit better convenience. But with that, I will see you when I'm just about to hit Builder Hall 9. First of all, though, let's go ahead and claim the clan game rewards. Basically, we're going to get the gems on the first tier here. Clock Tower Potion, massively helpful for us. You could obviously get whatever you need here. I'm going to go with the gems, and then because the home village is maxed for me here, I'm just going to convert the wall rings, even though that's what I'd recommend. Rune of Builder Elixir, that will be for the final level of the baby dragon, which is the most expensive upgrade we'll have to do. Book of Building, then, I will use that on the last mortar another upgrade, and clearly I will get the Book of Everything alongside that. Once we've collected all of those, we can get our bonus rewards, which in this case will be my 100 gems. So at this point in the video, since we started, I've gained over 1,000 gems free to play. Head on back across to the builder base though, because that time is ticking. One thing I haven't mentioned actually, whilst the gem mine, you might think you might want to repair. Yes, you'll get a couple of free gems, but it's not going to help you get the 6th builder quicker. So I would just leave that if your mission is the 6th builder. Now that we get to Builder Hall 9, nothing special like at the home village. We want to get things moving as fast as possible. We will be able to place all of these new buildings. First of all, we're going to place Bob Control, and this is where we can then see where we are in this task. Remember when you first got here, I said that I'd like to visit your home. I've changed my mind. I like it here with Otto. I won't leave you hanging. I'm making someone who can go help there instead of me. Hence the 6th builder. Now the master builder will need to go across there because we have to gear up defenses, but for the first time, we can see where we're at in this 100-day challenge. And everything is red. So the first task, we need to gear up 3 buildings in the home village. Upgrade any builder base troop to level 18. That's why I've been upgrading the baby dragon, as I referenced earlier. A builder base defense to level 9. That's the mortar I referenced, even though we haven't really been doing that. And the builder base heroes to a combined level of 45. Let's get going with the upgrades today, though, and start by chipping away 1 more level of the battle copter. And then once we head back across here, we can start the elixir storage upgrade. Actually, dump these walls down first so that we have them. And actually also what I should have done is built the firecracker real quick because it's only 15 minutes. I am going to be boosting the clock tower. In case you're wondering as well, I didn't need to build the firecracker since we don't have to upgrade to Builder Hall 10, but I will not be building the lava launcher. That would add a significant amount of time to this, which is not a requirement for the 6th builder, as is the next reinforcement camp. That is 10 days. Yes, it makes your offense stronger, but if your sole focus is to get the 6th builder, then I am clearly not going to build that. Now that we don't have to upgrade the builder hall, we don't have to build all of the buildings. And then I also need to be getting my final Builder Hall 9 base. Can do that while the clock tower's in action. Set as active layout, set as defensive layout. Perfect. And oh my gosh, firecrackers were finished in that time. Amazing. Well, what we can do then is upgrade the elixir storage. I actually have more loot than I thought. Let's quickly upgrade that. Upgrade that. This will be the last upgrade I need of this storage. I do need to upgrade the other as well, but that means we will get better value with the Rune of Elixir, and at that point, we can then get the Star Lab, continuing to upgrade the Baby Dragon. And let's see, I'm not too sure. Maybe the Baby Dragon will actually be the first task that we complete in order to get our 6th builder. Day number 50. I had to record today being halfway through this challenge, and I'd say we're looking pretty good to beat this in the 100 days. I do have a plan of action because when it comes to upgrades, we're now getting to some of the longer ones that we can start using some of the books. I would be required to do 2 more levels of the Star Lab, and that would be a 6-day upgrade, which I am going to do right now and use my Book of Building for, and also an 8-day upgrade. This one I will be saving for hopefully another Book of Building that I will get. I also do have a Book of Everything that I can use, but I'm going to switch across. One thing I'm going to do first is this month in the Gold Pass, they're actually giving us a 5% discount in the free side of the pass as well. So Builder Boost and Research Boost, we can go ahead and collect those. But I'm going to shift my focus to the Mortar, power through a couple of the lower levels, because I will be aiming to use a book on the 2 highest levels. With those 2 multi-mortar upgrades and the laboratory, they are the 3 longest upgrades that you have to do. The one that I just used the Book of Building for being the 4th longest upgrade. So should we be able to get 2 more Book of Building for the rest of this challenge, we'd have enough to get the 4 longest upgrades done. And with the treasure event later this month and the clan games again, I'm hoping that we do have enough. However, One more thing that I'm going to do today is get above 3,000 attacks. I need to farm to get the baby dragon, researching anyways. And I can kind of show you how to integrate the barbarians or the archers into your attack strategy as well. Might actually want to start the battlecopter on the left, and let's go with the cannon carts on the right, and we can leave them in cannon mode because they're slightly faster in cannon mode. And then as they go closer to the defenses, okay, so this isn't a good example, I messed it up, but at least I did 6-star. We really want to try and focus the cannon carts on this area because the double cannon's not going to outrange us. We can then snipe off both of these buildings, whereas at the other side, the multi-mortar can outrange us. So we would actually want to start with our battlecopter, probably actually over this right side to snipe off the guard post troops. But let's just start. Check first for Tesla over this region, because if ever there is cannon cart value, there is sometimes Tesla. Now, what you want to do is you can use 2 fingers to press the cannon carts at the same time. You have 2 of them there. So you want to try and line them up so they are sniping off the same thing. Fortunately, it's quite easy when you come from an angle to outrange the double cannon. But as you can see, this one, we're just going to edge. Oops. Okay, went the other way. I was going to try and edge forward towards the cannon cart number 2, but it's for whatever reason wanting to go for the barracks. So that's fine. Let's just let it. Once we get the air bombs out of the way, let's start with the battlecopter up here, actually. And then we can kind of pincer in towards the other area of the base. We do want to try and get the air bombs. So let's do that. Just before the battlecopter moves forward now, I'm going to tank the short-range archer tower with the baby dragon. And what we can do is basically use both their abilities. So I used one of them there. And then as this battlecopter moves to the bomb tower, we can then stack abilities on top of each other. See that? And we can do the same for the roaster. Try and ping through that. Keep an eye on the time here, but we should be okay. Got the barbarians if we really needed to. And since the other defenses are tanked, we can let the cannons just be in regular mode because it is faster. So let's use a rage barbarian here so we don't time fail. Okay, so on this one, we've taken down most of the air defense, so we should actually reinforce with a baby dragon. There was a Tesla on that stage, so I don't think we're actually looking like there would be any Tesla. So this one's straightforward. We can just go battlecopter here. Once it gets in range of the archer tower, we can basically use the baby dragon on the gold storage again to tank for the battlecopter, and then we want to try and hold the battlecopter ability for the auto hurt. So now let's go like that. We can also start to outrange these buildings from over here. And then the auto hurt, we want to basically use the ability as it goes down. Let's use the barbarians, why not? We didn't even need to. Okay, well, I did say 3 more attacks to get us to 3,000. Can we actually make it 3 6-stars? No pressure. 3 6-stars. 3,000 attacks. We are well on our way, and I think we're looking good to get the 6 builder in the 100 days. Day 58. We're going to have quite a shift in my upgrade priorities today. Let me boost the clock tower since it's ready. Then when this builder is free, I'll talk you through the plan. First of all, I have been slacking on this. I said any extra gold I would put into the walls. That'll do. Don't want to make my life harder than I need to. I am going to use my elixir, though, to finish the Star Lab. This is an 8-day upgrade. It says 7 days and 14 hours here. It's not going to matter, though, because I am going to use a book to finish this off, because this is the 2nd longest upgrade that I'm going to have to do. The longest upgrade is the final level of the mortar. I am having some level of confidence that I will get another book before the end of the 100 days, so I'll hold off that upgrade for the moment so I can use it on that. Over in the home village, there is actually some upgrades I need to do. And that is because in order to unlock auto, we need to gear up 3 of the defenses. Cannon is what I'm going to gear up right now, and it does require the master builder. However, to gear up the archer tower, I need the builder base archer tower to be level 6, and to gear up the mortar, I need the mortar to be level 8. I've already explained why I'm not upgrading the mortar, but what this means is after the double cannon has been geared up and completed, I will then be focusing in on other upgrades here in the builder base. For example, I need 1 more storage level in order to upgrade the baby dragon to the maximum level. So I will focus on that alongside the archer tower lower upgrades. And then if I have to at the end, I will upgrade one of the higher levels of the mortar, but I'm trying to save those longer upgrades but if we do get enough books. What that also means is the battle machine is going up to level 22 right now. I will wait at that moment because I only have to get him to level 23, and the battle copter I have to get to level 22. So I'd have 4 levels on the battle copter, and they're both 5-day upgrades at this point. So I'd like to get the battle copter closer to the battle machine. I can use the book from the end of the pass on one of those upgrades, but should I get to the point where these are the last upgrades I have to do to get the 6th builder, I don't want duplicate levels of the same hero. I'd like to keep my options so that we could utilize the 2 builders effectively. Looking at the Bob Control Hut, we haven't completed any of the tasks yet, but as you've seen throughout the video, we are getting pretty close, and who knows, we might complete all of them pretty much simultaneously. That would be pretty cool. Day 65. I did make a mistake a little while ago here, which I'm going to correct for you. It's not realistically going to mean that I don't get the 6th builder in the 100 days, but obviously I want the advice to be the most efficient for you. Starting out today, though, I am going to get the final level of the baby dragon upgraded. This is normally 4.3 million elixir, which is why I had upgraded my elixir storage. It's only because of this like temporary 5% discount thing they have going on this month that it's a little bit cheaper. Really doesn't make that much of a difference. I do have a rune of elixir I've been sitting on. Let's use it now so that things are a little bit more efficient. And it means we can go across to the battle copter. I can get one of the levels upgraded here. And also I have the Book of Heroes at the end of this month's silver track. I'm going to go ahead and use that straight away. Let's equally pop the clock tower boost. I have numerous potions I'm going to use as well. And with that, we can get the mortar upgraded to level 7. Now, you might recall that I used a book on the Star Lab to level 8, which was a 6-day upgrade. But that was in the hope that we got another book from the treasure hunt and a one from the clan games. They've now revealed that it will be a Book of Heroes this month. You win some, you lose some. I might have had less value had I have not used the book when I did. However, I was too blindsided by the fact that you need the multi-mortar to level 8 in order to gear up the mortar in the home village. That's one of the requirements. But you actually need a defense to level 9. And because you need the multi-mortar to level 8, that is the one you should upgrade to level 9. I definitely would not recommend using a book on the Star Lab to level 8. Realistically, you're not going to get that many books as a free-to-play player, but this is a list of the longest upgrades, so you would prioritize magic items from the top, working down over. So arguably, I've lost a couple of days of inefficiency, but it's not that bad, and plus, I'm still wanting to make sure things realistic for you, so should I have been taking part in like the clan war leagues, for example, each month? Well, then I could have probably got a hammer of building in order to speed some of those upgrades as well. So you can definitely do this quicker. Anyways, though, with the star bonus completed, and we have this multi-mortar getting upgraded, it has to go to level 9. So from this point on, it will be non-stop getting upgraded. I'm actually going to flip across to the home base. We can't upgrade this multi-mortar, but we can gear up the archer tower right now. And what's beautiful about this is that I can actually pop my builder potions from the home village to impact this building. It still uses the builder from the builder base, so you need to have one of those builders ready, but it doesn't rely on the clock tower potion. With that said, let's actually use a couple of these clock tower potions because it's like 6 days to upgrade. That should actually line up these 2 builder upgrades quite nicely. Then we'll upgrade the mortar again and likely rotate back to one of the heroes. Day 69. I had to record today because we have a bit of a milestone happening, but I will keep it very brief. We are continuing to upgrade the multi-mortar. The builder will be laser focused on that for the rest of this video. Our master builder is over in the home village gearing up the defenses. However, up until this point, looking at the Bob Control Hut, we haven't completed any of the tasks until now. Whilst you can upgrade any troop in the builder base to level 18 to complete this task, I recommend one of the mass style troops. Baby Dragon is my favorite, but you could go with the Mass Night Witch or P.E.K.K.A. That just means by upgrading that singular troop, you have a strong army when you're attacking. I'm hoping we have enough clock tower boost to finish this off. I'm pretty sure I do because I used 2 potions as well. Yes, we've got 10 minutes. Could use some of those free gems if I wanted. However, I can sit back and enjoy completing our first task. See if I can time this right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby Dragon to level 18. We can't upgrade the bomb control hut because the task is the second one that we have completed. I have to complete the first one first, which arguably is the one we will complete last, if that makes any sense. Either way, we will get there, and I will see you next week. Day 78. The season has reset. Could this even be the last day of this video? Let's find out. We have one of the builders available. My battle machine is to level 22. My battle copter is being upgraded to level 22. He will finish in 11 hours. However, with my Book of Heroes, I can actually go ahead and just use that on the battle machine. Firstly, I need to claim it from the clan games. Let's go with the Clock Tower Potion, Shovel of Obstacles. Then I guess we'll go with the gems. Actually, we'll go with the War Rings. That's probably what you should get. Build a Potion, Rune of Elixir here, I guess. And then, obviously, my Book of Heroes. 100 gems as the extra reward. How many have we gained throughout the video? Over 1,500. Should I have chose to spend those? I think we might have even finished already. Let's use the Book of Heroes, though. That gets the battle machine to level 23. When we take a look at the Auto Hut, we only have the Baby Dragon level completed. However, I am also now going to begin the upgrade of this final mortar level. Since it's now level 8, what it means is we can gear up the mortar in the home village. This is 14 days, but I have a trick up my sleeve when it comes to that. Shifting back across, you need 1 defense to level 9, and as I explained before, you should make this the mortar. So let's begin that upgrade. It is 11 days, and clearly, this is where I would want to use a Book of Building. However, the treasure hunt event is going on right now. I have 16 available, so let's quickly get those and keep our fingers crossed. Trust it be the last chest. And the spiky ball didn't go there. Come on. Oh, I should just lightning it. What am I doing? Oh, you have to open them after every attack as well. Come on. Book of Building. It upgrades to a rare. I think you get the Book of Building from an epic or a legendary, so let's keep going. Oh, what? Completely missed. Trusted being the last one. Come on. At least I got a star as well, I guess. Okay. I think we've had 5 common chests in a row. Make it 6. Come on! Nearly halfway through them already. Oh my goodness! This could be it! Straight to a legendary. You have to still tap it. Okay. Normally, I would be over the moon with a hero skin, but I don't want that. It can give me a hammer. It can't give me a hammer of building. Can you imagine if it gave me a hammer of building right now? I couldn't use it because I already started the mortar upgrade. It's a Book of Everything! Let's go! Oh my goodness. Okay, let's use the Book of Everything on the mortar level. Where's my clock tower? Let's boost it. Let's smash these clock tower potions. Just get them used. Looking across to Bob Control. There we have it. The Baby Dragon. Now the defense to level 9. Heroes to 45 will be completed pretty soon. Let's finish off getting these chests, and then I think that should be done. All right, last one. Oh, it's an epic! Isn't that like 3 I've got so far in the video? Like, I should really update my clan house. Could use some gems for this, but I've got my clock tower potions running, so with the power of editing, battlecopter to level 22. And when we take a look, there's still no upgrade button, but we've completed 3 of the tasks. Now I can show you my trick to get this 4th one, or the first one, completed. This 100-day video has equally been so fun going back to the builder base, grinding out those early levels to show you how to efficiently get the 6th builder free to play within 100 days. Now across to the home village, we can gear up the multi-mortar. This is a 14-day upgrade. However, once we begin that upgrade, we can head back across to the builder base, across to the auto hut. It says we can't upgrade it, but if I force close the app, once I relog back in, we go across to that auto hut. It now says upgrade. You just have to begin the mortar upgrade. We can now get Bob Control to level 2, level 3, level 4, and then with all of these tasks completed in 78 days, less than 4,000 attacks, there is Bob, our 6th builder, and done. What a perfect thing to say, Master Builder. Say hello to Bob. I'll send him over to help out your village now. Thank you so much. Across to the home village, that's what this was all about. There is the Bob Control Hut. 6 out of 6 builders under 100 days. If you want to see when I created this account, went 100 days free to play in the home village, I have that video linked on your screen alongside one of my other 100-day videos. I hope this one's been helpful. Enjoy the rest of your day.